Hey y'all, welcome back to A Moment with Miranda, where we take a few minutes to reset, reflect, and remind ourselves that we are enough. Today we're diving into the concept of finding balance in the middle of life's chaos. Let's face it, life is messy. It is unpredictable, and it is absolutely off the chain. And sometimes it just feels like everything is just coming at us all at once. Between our work obligations, family responsibilities, friendships, and our personal goals. It's so easy to feel like everything is just coming at us and we have to juggle these too many things all at once. I know I felt that way and I feel that way every day. And I'm sure you have too. But here's the thing, in the midst of all that chaos, there's always a way to find some kind of balance. And it's not about creating the perfect organized life where everything fits just neatly into place. It's about learning how to embrace the chaos and still making room for that beautiful thing that we call peace. Does it exist? First things first, let's acknowledge that the idea of balance can look different for every single person. Some people think of balance as having equal time for everything, work, family, self-care, but that's not always realistic. Balance doesn't have to mean giving every part of your life the same amount of attention at all times. Instead, it's about recognizing what needs your focus is at any given moment and being okay with the fact that it's going to shift from day to day. It would be absolutely nice if it could be the same amount every day, but if you're like me and have toddlers, that's absolutely impossible. I used to think that balance meant getting everything done on my to-do list, being there for everyone, and making time for myself. But as life has gotten busier and absolutely more chaotic, I realized balance isn't about how much I'm doing, it's about how I'm feeling. Am I feeling grounded? Am I finding moments of stillness? Am I prioritizing my well being, even when life feels hectic? I will tell you that there's parts in my life where the answer to these questions is no, and I gotta figure it out. Sometimes it is as simple as finding out what the truth is, which is that balance isn't about removing the chaos. You gotta lean into it. It's about learning to flow with it. There will always be moments when everything feels like it's absolutely too much, when you're pulled into a million different directions, and that's okay. Balance is the ability to pause in the middle of that chaos, take a deep breath, and be like, what do I need right now? What can I let go of? Sometimes it's giving yourself permission to say no when you absolutely need to. Maybe you can't do it all today, and that's okay. Maybe you need to step away from the emails, the demands, or the social obligations to create some space for yourself. Balance comes from those little decisions to protect your peace. One thing that helps me when I feel overwhelmed is reconnecting with what grounds me. For some of you, that might be meditation or journaling. For me, it is not spending time in nature. It is being around people that fill up my cup. There's something about being around others that genuinely make me feel good, that helps me slow down and helps me be present. Even something as simple as sitting in silence with somebody you love for a few minutes can bring a lot of clarity to your busy day. There are other people who do the same thing, but with nature. They go and talk to a tree for a couple hours. That's okay too. We often underestimate the power of stillness. In a world where productivity is valued so highly, we feel guilty when we take a break or a pause. But stillness is not laziness. Stillness is essential for balance. It's in those quiet moments that we reconnect with ourselves, realign our priorities, and remind ourselves what truly matters. So, how do we create balance in the midst of all this freaking chaos? Start by giving yourself permission to pause, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour. Find a moment to breathe. Center yourself. Ask yourself what you need. And don't be afraid to let go of things that aren't serving you. Sometimes we hold on to responsibilities, tasks, or even people that drain us, and it's okay to release them to protect your peace. And remember, balance isn't a destination, it's something we continuously strive for. There will be days where you feel out of sync, when the chaos does take over, and that is okay. Give yourself grace, especially on those days. Know that balance doesn't mean perfection at all. Perfection does not exist. It means adjusting, reassessing, and finding your way back to where that center is, especially when life feels overwhelming. Thank you for spending this moment with me. Keep growing, keep finding your balance, and surround yourself with those who help you stay grounded. Embrace the chaos, but don't let it consume you. And always remember, you are always enough, babe. Always.